Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mandy of Mandy's Monday Motif, and I'm here with my sister, Crystal. My sister in sisterhood. My other sister, Crystal, and my other sister, Linda. Okay, we're like family. So, okay. We went to Bermuda. We took a trip to Bermuda for Bermuda Heroes Weekend, which also now is a carnival. And so we're just going to be talking about our trip. Right, ladies? Okay.
Yes.
What? Where you're sitting right now.
I can't. I know I'm all in your face.
Okay. So we have back up. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm sorry. We're trying to share a screen and it's a struggle. So let's talk about items that you have to bring to Bermuda. That's my first question. What did you feel like you had to bring that you didn't bring that you are glad you brought, or what did you bring?
I brought my weave because natural hair is just not working for Carnival. You know, it's too hot, too humid. So I had braids the whole time, which I suggest everyone do because no time to do hair and whatnot when you're on the go and you're pumping for Carnival,
Mm-hmm. I agree. I brought my weave too.
Yeah.
And did you guys bring your weaves?
My braids were perfect.
Yes, everybody had something because we're all natural, so everybody had something.
Yeah.
So that's like a must.
Definitely a time saver.
Huh?
It was definitely a time saver.
Yes, because could you imagine all of us trying to get dressed and do hair? That would have been a scene.
Yeah.
So what else? What things did you not bring that you wish you would have brought?
I feel like I had everything I needed and I didn't really want for anything. And
it's a smaller carnival, so it didn't feel like you were leaving anything out. We had our flats, we had our weave.
Right.
And I mean, it was a little cooler there. Like we got caught in the rain a little bit, like drizzle, so maybe a sweater. You don't think to bring a sweater to an island and long pants, but that maybe.
That is true.
Yeah, I agree because I was cold. I was freezing one of those nights, and I didn't have anything long sleeve, long anything. Mm-hmm. So I highly recommend Bermuda because it's not as it's tropical, but not as warm as you would think it would be in June anyway. I don't know about the other months of the year.
I feel like just certain times of day, and when it rained, it got chilly. But other than that, other than that. It was pretty warm.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else to add?
No, I mean, I walked with everything I needed. Like they said, a sweater. Mm-hmm. That was it. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I was good.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about parties. We went to a few parties. Mm-hmm. The first party we went to was beached.
Yes.
The first party we went to was beach. What was your perception? How do you feel about beach? Anybody? Somebody go.
It was a good party, but I feel like in the future, they're probably going to need to have it somewhere else where there's going to be more room. Once the carnival starts growing, more people start coming, it's not going to be big. That venue's not going to be big enough. But for the time that we were there, I had a really good time there.
Yeah. I think even if they have it there, then maybe they need to bring a bigger sound system so that the music reaches like where the beach is.
To the beach. Yeah.
That could hold more people, but the music you couldn't really hear if you were down there. You had to be like kind of up on it was like a pavilion kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then we got there late, so I don't know that I can really judge the quality of the party because we got there towards the end. But it was a line. It wasn't really like a party. It was like, it was just chill. The music was great.
Yeah.
Drinks were expensive though.
Yeah. Well, everything in Bermuda is kind of expensive and we're going to get to that. But I think it was a nice line. The party, in my opinion, I was pressed to go. Let me just say that because Crown Prince was DJing. Hi, Crown Prince.
Yeah, we know.
Anyway, okay. So Crown Prince was DJing, so that's why I was so pressed to go. But they did not advertise the party well, and then they changed the venue at the last minute, and then they didn't check our tickets once we got there.
Paid money for it and didn't even check our tickets.
Yeah, they didn't. We just walked right in. So then I was like, wait a minute, hold up.
And I could have spent that $20 on 2 drinks because those little teeny shots that they were giving us was $10 a piece, Linda.
It wasn't even a shot. It was a sip.
It was like a little
communion glass, a communion cup.
Yeah.
Not good.
But the music was A1. I mean, the music was
really good.
DJs were there. Crown Prince, Very High, DJ Steven, Back to Basics. I think like all of the DJs were there. So the music was like great.
Yeah, it was. But for whatever reason, the crowd just wasn't hype. Everybody was just kind of hanging out and, music was right, taking in the scene.
Well, it was 2 people that was hype.
I had 2 of them that was.
They were having a blast.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching them, that's for sure.
Everybody enjoyed watching them, apparently, because everyone just stood around and watched them party.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it. I just think that better promoting next year. I love the location because I love the beach and it's really scenic. It's pretty, but they do need a bigger sound system to amplify the music. And that's it. I mean, I would go back next year. Would you go back?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was inexpensive. It's not that it's not the party. The ticket itself was like $20 or something.
Yeah.
And I will be bringing my own liquor bottle.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Okay. So that was the Friday that we got in. That was Friday afternoon, by the way. Like as soon as we got there, we went to that party. We changed and went to that party. Mm-hmm. And then Friday night, we went to 5 Star Friday, which is like the opening night for the carnival. And I had a great time at 5 Star Friday. How about you?
I did. I had a really good time. Drinks were good there, not as expensive.
This one was lit.
Her and Linda.
That one was lit.
I was too busy in the front of the stage.
Right.
But them two was,
They was lit. Okay. All
right.
right.
It's carnival.
It's carnival. You're supposed to be lit. You're right. You're supposed to be lit. But y'all was lit. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not judging y'all. I had a good time. No, I'm not judging. Y'all.
Oh, we know they had a good time.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. The performances, the venue, the space, that was a good time. They had food.
And it was like a lot of huge age, because there were like little kids there, and so like older, like senior folks at this party.
It was definitely all ages. Mm-hmm. Come as you are, of course. Carnival. But it was nice. It was perfect, except for the fact that it poured rain.
Yeah,
towards the end. But other than that, even when it poured rain, I was just like, woohoo!
She was lit. Ricardo Drew performs. Kes performed.
He was amazing. They were amazing.
They were all amazing, and that party was inexpensive too.
It was only like $40.
No, not even that.
Yeah.
Was it $40? Mm-hmm.
Well, the original price, I think it was $20. And we ended up getting our tickets. It's a little later, so it was $40. Yeah,
I think it was $40. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
which is still
cheap. For all the 4 performances. Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
Yeah,
except that they didn't check our tickets
again.
They checked the tickets, but it was kind of a half-ass check. Like we could have all had the same ticket and just taken a picture of it with our phone and just give them like, look, this is me.
Or print it out, because I think we had printouts, like email printouts. We could have printed 4 copies.
Right. So
we don't encourage that behavior, but hypothetically, we could have done that.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Okay, we all bought our tickets and paid to get in.
Yeah. Nobody, don't call the police.
Don't tell the Bermuda Tourism Board that, we ain't want to pay. We were sharing tickets and shit. But yeah, overall, 5 Star Friday was amazing. I had a blast. And so I would definitely recommend that too.
Yeah.
For those of you who will be attending next year. So that was Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, ladies.
we went to a breakfast party.
Yes.
Yeah.
We went on a boat ride like 3 a.m. in the morning,
Yes.
Saturday night.
Yes, 3 a.m.
That was interesting. I'm gonna let you guys take it away.
Is that the only thing that we did?
That was the Nova Mass.
That was after Carnival.
Rise. No. It was a Nova Mass.
All call to sunrise. Right?
Yeah, call to sunrise.
Yeah.
Breakfast boat ride thing. And
Who wants to go first?
yeah, who wants to go first on that one?
They were late. Food was late. The DJ was late. But when they got started, huh?
And it ended early.
Oh, it ended very early. But once it got started, I had a good time.
I did too. I had to brace myself because my balance not good on thing. So I had to hold on to something for the whole duration of the boat ride.
No, it wasn't even that serious.
No, I had to hold on. My balance not good.
The boat was not rocking. What she said.
It wasn't.
It wasn't rocking.
You still got it in.
I
did.
But I had to
on and getting busy.
I was whining. I had to hold on. I still had to hold on because I was about to photo. No,
You must have been drinking because the boat was not rocking like that. It was not. I swear to you. I swear to the public.
Okay, yes.
It was not.
Wasn't that bad, Amanda?
But I'm not. My balance ain't good. That's all I'm saying.
She needed something to hold on to.
It's not good. My criticism of that boat ride. Okay, yes, we had a great time. Once the boat started moving, because granted they had us out in the rain boarding the boat, which I don't understand what was the hold up there, because it was raining outside and we were standing outside waiting to get on the boat. It was not, in my mind, at capacity.
The boat was empty when we were standing.
Yeah, so I'm confused as to it was like holding us up outside the club to make it look like the shit was popping. It was that kind of thing.
Yeah, it was.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop cursing. I'm gonna keep it clean.
No.
I have a potty mouth, excuse me. But yeah, they left late and then they came back early. And they turned off the music when we got to some she area of the islands, which annoyed the shit out of me.
You just
okay,
it's totally fine.
Okay.
But yes, it did. It annoyed because you're in the middle of partying and jumping, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we got to turn it down," and we're like, "What?"
Right.
You're drinking, and you're just like, "Okay, let's wait to pass by." And that was it. That was weird. That was
They
awful.
could have avoided that area if that was the case. Just avoid the area.
Exactly. Or it's Carnival. Expect a little revelry. It is Carnival.
Right.
It's a national holiday. I feel like that's to be expected.
Maybe they have like a noise ordinance or something in that area or some foolishness.
I don't
Rich
know.
people get what they want. So
I guess. I mean, you're right.
what is happening?
Okay. Okay. No, that was my only criticism. The food was good. And listen, it was this old Jamaican man that was getting on the boat, and I was like, "Yo, I know he have a hand."
How do you know he was Jamaican?
Because he had a Jamaica t-shirt
That
on.
means
He looked. What does that look like? Okay, no, he had a Jamaican t-shirt on. I'm like, yo.
and that qualifies as being Jamaican. So you want to wear a Jamaican flag t-shirt, you are automatically
Who
Jamaican.
the hell else will walk around with a t-shirt on from another country? Why not? Whatever. But I know that man had a hand.
He had a hand, Crystal. He had a hand. That food was tasting real good.
Yeah, my drink is kicked in. That's why I'm talking strippiness right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. But yeah, the food was good, so I don't have any complaints there, except that I guess y'all said it was late. I didn't even notice the food being late and the DJ being late.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
everything was late.
Yeah. I didn't
It was late because you were sitting there waiting for it.
Yes, yes. The DJ was good. Music was
We were
good.
just sitting there. The bar was closed. We couldn't get drinks. We were just sitting there, like, okay, when are we gonna leave? When are they gonna play the music?
Right.
What can we drink?
Right. And that's the big thing.
Can we
Have
eat?
people waiting, at least serve drinks. Keep them calm. You know what I mean? Keep me calm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, serve the drinks.
And then it was like by the time the drinks started, the music started at the same time. And then at the very end, they served the food and then party was over.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. We met some interesting people on the boat. Some Caesar's Army guys.
Yeah.
They were cool.
They were.
Hi, Colin. Hey, Colin.
Colin.
And so they were a lot of fun.
They were. And then, they were upset about the boat getting back early.
Yes,
too. So,
yes.
there was, how.
Yeah, I mean, it was awkward. People were like, is that it? Is
Right.
it done? Are we supposed to get off? And
Right.
we had to get off.
It was funny though.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Luckily we had food though, because that once we have food and
What did everyone think of the food?
whatever. Huh?
What did everyone think of the food?
I thought the food was good.
Yeah, the food was good with the exception of the saltfish was separate from the all of the other stuff that we normally put in saltfish. So it was like in bricks. No, I literally had a brick of saltfish on my plate and then everything else on the side. So then you had to mix it in. Once you mix it in, for me, it was great.
It was great. Yeah.
I think that's the way that they do it in Bermuda, which is probably a real reason to believe that the man is from Bermuda.
That was very interesting.
I'm pretty sure he was Jamaican. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think Jamaicans just make saltfish like that, Amanda.
Exactly. And they do it with ackee and stuff.
It had ackee there, didn't it?
They did have ackee and saltfish.
I'm telling you, that man had a hand, and he was Jamaican. Anyway, moving on. So that was Saturday night into Saturday morning. Sunday morning. I'm sorry, Sunday.
After Sunday night, we went
Sunday
to Euphoria,
night,
which was the best party
Yay.
Yeah.
for the
That was a good time.
carnival, and maybe in my it was really that good for me. I loved it. I had a ball.
I had a time at Euphoria too. So shout out to Party People Entertainment. We also played mass with them, so we'll get back to that. But they threw an awesome party. Euphoria was the bomb.
Oh my god.
The music was,
It really was.
not Dr. J. I'm sorry. I can't remember, but
Back to Basics,
Private Ryan, and a couple other people. No, those were the two DJs.
Those were two main.
Yeah,
then they had anybody else, but I feel like they DJ'd for the longest time.
Yeah. And then Olatunji performed, and his performance was pretty good.
Yeah.
The crowd was into it. Nobody was standing up.
It was.
It was complete jamishness.
Yes. From the time we got there
Mm-hmm.
to the time we left, and I almost punked out and didn't go because it was cold and it was raining, and I was like, I'm feeling it. But thankfully, I went, and it was a great time. The drinks were good, and they were good price.
Mm-hmm.
The food was awesome.
Yeah, that jerk chicken was good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
The location was perfect.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, what's going? But it was a great location. They should definitely have it there again.
Yeah.
And it happened to be close to where we were staying, so it was like a very short commute to the party itself.
If 5 minutes,
I had a phenomenal time. The music, they took it way back to the old school, and then, it was great.
They actually had us doing the butterfly.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. That was your vocal music.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had a great time at Euphoria. So we're definitely, that is a must attend party for next year. And so that was it for the parties.
It was, but we missed Wrapped Up, which was the next day.
Yeah.
It was, beach line on the other side of the island. What is that?
Down or
I think it was at Tobacco Bay. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but it was closer to Tobacco Bay on the other side of the island from where we see. And we missed that event. I'm not sure how we missed it. And that's actually like the finale for everything.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. We definitely next year we will go.
Yeah, we will go. We're not missing Wrapped Up next year.
Right.
No,
It's like a line on boats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to that next year. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you thought about Wrapped Up. If you're viewing this and you did attend, let me know what your thoughts were. Who we need to line with, because I think you have to like buy tickets or somehow, or maybe charter a boat. I don't know, but let us know what we need to do next year for Wrapped Up. And so that was it for the parties.
Yeah, there were some other events that we didn't go to that I guess time-wise were at the same time as some of the other ones.
Right.
Like we also did not do Juve.
We didn't which I heard was so fun. I heard Juve was a lot of fun. So maybe we'll do that next year.
Yeah.
I've never heard of paying for Juve. $100 for Juve?
It was expensive. That's the reason I didn't want to go. Is because I felt like
that was a little shocker.
Yeah.
Having to pay that much for it. We were just like, huh?
I felt like it was a little bit much for Juve.
But we talked to some people and they said it was worth it.
Right.
So maybe I still don't understand. I think it was drinks inclusive or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Which they didn't really advertise.
Now,
we kept thinking like, okay, if it's $100, what makes it $100? Like, is it worth it? And we never could answer that question, so we just decided not to do it.
Yeah.
I think it was either all inclusive or drinks inclusive or something, and that's the reason why it was so expensive. So next year, definitely.
Yes. Committee or whoever's in charge of the committee, we need to have comp tickets for everything. Okay. All right. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about the carnival. Okay. The carnival was on Saturday and it was supposed to start at 2:00. It was on the other side of the island, close to the airport. I can't remember. It's Clearwater Beach is where it ended or maybe began, but it was in that area. It was supposed to start at 2:00. It didn't quite start on time, and we played mass with Party People Entertainment. Now, Crystal and myself played in a t-shirt band. Crystal H, and Linda played in costumes in the Beach Fairies section. And so let's talk about our carnival experience. You start.
I had a lot of fun. The music shut down a few times while we were on the road, which was that's annoying.
That is a problem.
Yes, the serious problem. But things happen, and overall, I had a great time. The t-shirt section was a little expensive, but worth it once we actually realized all the things that came with it, because it did come with meals. It came with a lot of like tchotchkes in the package that had the t-shirt and shorts in it. Like, razors, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, a drink cup. What else was in there? Condoms, which we didn't need. We're not those types of ladies.
Not those types.
So we just called that to the and but it had everything really,
and our stuff was delivered to us. Let me just say, Party Entertainment's customer service was awesome.
Yeah,
I had an awesome experience with them. And I played mass a lot of times with a lot of different people, and I would say that their experience is definitely, their customer service is definitely in the top 3.
Absolutely.
They delivered our stuff to us. They were always reachable. Like, I didn't feel like I had to wait a long time for somebody to get back to me if I had any questions. The packaging was good. The t-shirt quality was good. The costume construction was good. Shit wasn't falling the fuck apart.
Our costumes were amazing.
Yeah,
They were.
They
And they were really, really cute.
did a great job.
Not a whole lot of money.
Yeah, the costumes were less expensive. The T-shirt was more expensive than normal, but
Right.
everything balanced out. Everything was worth it.
Right. Everything was worth it. And the
And you know what? Even the ordering process was pretty simple.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it wasn't hard. It was very simple, and I was surprised that when we got there, when we got our costumes, everything was.
it was pretty organized. Yeah,
It was organized. It was good.
From that standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, and the band was pretty big.
The band was huge,
Yeah.
so they definitely need to have another truck.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you were towards the back, you definitely couldn't really hear the music, and you were like, fighting to catch up and get a spot to just,
Right. That was the other thing. You couldn't really tell where your section was at.
Mhm.
They needed to have the band leaders or whoever direct you to where you needed to be, or they didn't have, because they didn't have like a front section, middle, they didn't have all of that.
Right.
And they needed, which was fine, but they needed something where you could be like, oh, there they are, and run up to catch up to your section.
Right.
That was one of the only things, is that when you got on the road, they weren't as organized as they were like when it led up to it.
Right.
But it wasn't a horrible experience.
Right. The food was pretty decent towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I would definitely play mass with them, and they need to let me design something for their weekend. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. All right. So, would you guys play Massive Party People again?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And they had a few other bands that looked pretty nice on the road too, because I think there were like 10 bands in total. My recommendation is that the carnival start earlier. We can't have carnival start at 2 and ending at 7.
Yeah.
No.
That was fast.
It was
A longer route or something.
You're having a really good time. The time goes by even faster. So I think the carnival should start at like let's say start at 10, because Western Caribbean.
That means 12.
You're right. So people feel like they got their money's worth, since it's not a 2-day carnival.
Right.
That's my recommendation for the carnival committee.
I wonder, I'm sure they had a reason why they started so late, because it's really abnormal for carnivals to start so late in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it didn't, and we actually got there late and still waited to actually move off
Yes.
with the truck. So, we were waiting for a while, at least an hour or so, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is start sooner.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I don't know, because I think the location had changed from the previous year.
It did.
I feel like things need to be more centrally located. All of the events, period, need to be more centrally located as far as is concerned.
Instead of being all over the island. But the island is small.
It's
so
small.
Even if we were going from one side to the next, it doesn't take that long.
It doesn't take that long. But the one thing that we hadn't mentioned so far is that foreigners are not allowed to rent cars.
Yeah.
So you have to take a taxi everywhere unless you have somebody like that lives there that drives.
Mm-hmm.
And that can get expensive.
That's true. But you know what? I feel like it balances, because the parties and stuff were not expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So the money that we would normally spend at a carnival and, on another island,
Right.
we probably made up for it in taxi. But
Mm-hmm.
the taxi ended up being kind of cheap, because we all traveled together and split the fare.
Right. So I highly recommend traveling in packs.
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
See?
I'm sorry.
Cursing.
I apologize. Just cut that out.
Mhm.
Don't put that in.
I gotta put it in.
No, you
I'm
don't.
leaving it in.
Oh my God.
Okay, so wrapping up, are you guys going back to Bermuda for Carnival?
Yes.
Any other recommendations?
Wait, really quick. We didn't talk about that sandwich that we had.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That sandwich was amazing.
Tell them about it, Crystal.
No, I'm gonna need Linda to explain the details. She's a foodie. She's a foodie.
It was good. What was the name of the sandwich? It was
I don't remember.
Right?
Yeah,
I
think it was just a fish sandwich.
don't know that it had a special name.
But when we got there, they're like, "Oh yeah, try the fish sandwich. It's a must." He says, "Get it with mayo. Get it on raisin bread with cheese and hot sauce." And we were like, "What?"
That didn't sound right.
It did not sound right. The girl walked in and was like, I don't live here, but this is my sandwich. This is what I always get now. We were like, all right, let's just try it. It's a fried fish. I don't know what kind of fish it was, but it's a fried fish. And when we got it, and coleslaw was on it, right? I think they had coleslaw.
Coleslaw, yeah.
We were like this.
That was probably the best sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Really good. Yes, it was good. It was really good.
And it was big.
Yeah.
It was.
We could have shared. We really didn't need to buy one for each
It
person.
lasted a while, but it was expensive too. But
It
it
was
was
like
worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. Bermuda is kind of pricey, but it's so beautiful that I don't know. It's such a pretty island, and the people are so welcoming and warm. And I'm moving to Bermuda.
Me too.
Oh, we going next year for Carnival, but I'm actually moving there.
I am gonna live at her house.
And I was there too.
Just in case you didn't know.
Okay, all right. I guess you put me on notice. Anybody else have anything else to say about the Carnival?
The Carnival, it was great. We had such a good time, and the number one thing that you have to take with you for Carnival are your very close friends, because we had such a great group of people that we traveled with. You know, the four of us were there, and we stayed with a good friend of ours that's from the DC metro area that now lives down there, and it was just such a good time being with some ladies. I love you guys.
I love you guys too.
Yes.
She doesn't always
Doesn't all that love, but we was there, trying to give her something.
But you know, it was just so good. Like, no matter what happened, I mean, we had a great time. But I think even if we had a bad time, it still would have been a great time because we were all there together.
Yeah,
and we gel so well.
Yeah, we do. We had a phenomenal company. That's the best. You're right. The best accessory is good people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, and that concludes our look back at Bermuda Carnival. Check us out for whatever carnival we go to next. Check us out for our review. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please, you guys, subscribe. If you want more of this shit, subscribe, okay?
More of this extraness.
Extraness. Let me not call it shit.
I'm trying to give her some alternative words.
Yeah, because I like to cuss. I'm sorry. It's okay. So yeah, please subscribe. I'm on Instagram, Mandy's Motif. Here
Mandy's
on
Monday.
No. Motif.
No Monday?
Name change. No Monday anymore. Just Mandy's Motif.
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. We just listen. We branching out.
Oh,
We're not just on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. What? She could have just said Monday to Sunday.
I could have, but you know. So anyway, follow me on Instagram at Mandy's Motif and on Pinterest at Mandy's Motif and here on YouTube.
What are you on YouTube?
Mandy's Motif.
That makes sense.
Anyway, thank you.
Follow,
and subscribe. I got the Carnival juice.
And all of the latest costumes and all good information about accessories for Carnival and makeup and purses and bullets. And she's got one-stop Carnival shop.
All here. All right. Anyway, I'll talk to you girls later.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Watching. Thanks for listening and thanks for following.